Hey, Virgo. This is your love, romance, and financial reading for the week starting June 14th until the 21st. I hope you guys have been so well. Welcome. All right, so Virgo, let's hop into things. So I'm seeing your overall energy this week, Virgo, and let's talk about your love life first, and then we'll go ahead and get into your financial sector right after. All right, so your overall energy for the week, I am seeing, Virgo, that you are really uninterested in something that has been quite challenging for you. It feels like you've been putting in the recent past a lot of effort into something that's not really been getting you anywhere. At least you feel like it's been very much so a challenge without change, without things moving in the direction in which you would hope for. And so I'm seeing the Tower card. I'm seeing some sort of major change and transformation that takes place. I'm definitely feeling like either someone's been nagging you, bugging you, bothering you, or that you could have gotten on someone's case, or soon you will get on somebody's case about their lack thereofs in the relationship. And I see you really just taking some time to yourself. It feels like you're tapping into your higher self. You're really just kind of tapping into what it is that you want. And you're not communicating with this other person. You've really decided that you need some time to yourself to figure things out and to figure out what's best for Virgo. And so I definitely do see this breakup. I see a breakup for many of you guys. I feel like the decision was yours, that you decided that after much needed time to yourself, that you have, or that you will this week, to decide to go ahead and call something off with a certain someone. And this could be this other person calling things off. But I definitely feel like this is you. I feel like the decision was in your hands and that you made the decision, Virgo. Okay. And so when looking deeper at your energy, I am seeing that, that there is this desire to have fun, to travel, to spend time with your girls, to spend time with family members and friends, and to drink and to have a good time, to have a festive time with someone. And that'll be some people. For others of you, there'll be this sensation of, you looking back on things kind of, this sensation of kind of, like desiring them in certain ways. Like, it could be physically that you're desiring this other person. Maybe things were good behind closed doors, but I'm seeing you in your mind. You were hopeful for these things, and maybe you still are hopeful to some degree that maybe things will one day work itself out, that things will work out for the better. But right now you don't feel like the time is right, and you want to leave the situation. You feel like it's best not to be in the situation, and you feel like it's best to break up. And it feels like you are putting on this facade to a certain degree that you're strong and that you have strength. And I feel like sometimes that is the best decision to make, is to pretend like you have it all together, because, fake it till you make it is the way that we have to do things sometimes. But deep down inside, there's this part of you that feels not so strong. You may be feeling tired. You could be feeling broken to some degree. Maybe you just don't feel like you have the strength, or that you had the strength to push forward in this relationship where there was this toxicity. Okay, maybe this person was dealing with some narcissistic type of personality disorders, drinking, drugging, or doing something that was very toxic, and you seen it and you hope for change. You're hoping for change. Or it could be simply that you just really just don't even want to be connected to this toxic energy anymore. You really just truly would like to get out and about, have connections to more people, expand your connections, to have a good time with your family members and friends, and to put an end to this toxic dynamic. Okay, it could be a mix of those energies. You could be feeling kind of all over the place with this situation is what I'm sensing here. But you really just don't have the energy this week. You don't have the energy to exert yourself all that much. All right, so when looking at your partner, I am seeing that this is someone who has recently or will this week be traveling or moving away to another state. They could be moving at a distance. This person is at a distance from you, and they felt like it was necessary for them to leave or to move to a different location for whatever reason that it is. They moved, and they move hastily too. Maybe this is what's causing you guys to have these differences. Okay, maybe there was confrontation about this person moving or leaving. Maybe there was some confrontation in regards to one person going one way while the other person was wanting to go another direction. But I feel like this person has their stuff together for the most part. They seem to be financially stable. This person is the type of person that, has a nice car. They like to dress fancy. You might find them highly attractive. You could be dealing with a water sign. I'm seeing a lot of water energy. So this person is very much so an emotional person, and they do care about you deeply. However, there is right now quite a bit of confusion on this person's end. They're feeling backstabbed to some degree. And there's a lot of anxiety about the past as well as the future. And they're feeling blinded. They don't know exactly what to do, how to fix things, how to manifest. They don't even feel like they really can bring about change within the relationship. And I guess maybe that's why they're taking this step to just navigate, because they're not exactly for sure what to do. It feels like this person feels like they're the victim in the situation for whatever reason. And however, there's still a lot of love for you and compassion for you. But there's also a lot of confusion. And I don't think that this person feels that they can change anything at the very moment when it comes to this particular situation here. So what I see in the future is I am seeing you, Virgo. I am seeing you be more balanced. And I feel like in the near future, you will be feeling more whole and feeling like things are changing for the better. Many of you are coming to some sort of clarity. And this clarity is that this person was just not quite aligned with what it is that you desired. And it feels like maybe you're feeling like this person was not mentally in the same place that you might be. Maybe they didn't have the same mental level of maturity. Like this person just didn't have it together mentally, doesn't have it together even maybe financially. Maybe this person likes to look good, dress good, but financially they really don't actually have it together like they portray to. And so there is somebody that's either pregnant right now because a baby on the way, a desire for a baby, impregnation. Maybe some of you guys are pregnant. Maybe there are some of you who are planning on having a baby or a child with this person. Maybe they were seeing a future with this person, and now you've come to this conclusion in your mind. This clarity has come, like this wasn't even the right person for me. This person didn't even financially have it together to be able to even have a baby, or maybe they didn't have the mental capacity to be, having no baby, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. And I'm also seeing you come into this place of balance and peace, and you feeling this victory over a broken heart. So there is this pain and this hurt that you go through, but you're feeling like, well, it is what it is. And even if things didn't go the way that I wanted them to go, I'm okay. I'm fine. You could be feeling like your love life is not all of that fulfilling right now, but you're okay with this. And there is this sense of peace within you that prevails over any type of heartbreak, heartache, or lack of fulfillment that you have in your love life, Virgo. And I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's a good thing. All right. Because it's not the end of the world. All right. And so for your spiritual guidance cards, one of your spiritual guidance cards says love blocks, dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy and trust. So that to me is the missing part. There is the financial aspect. And then there's also this, hidden barriers, things that are hidden either from you or things that you feel could be major barriers when it comes to, real intimacy and whether or not you could trust this person. Right. And avoid burnout. Fiery passion is consuming. Sustain a lasting balance. Okay. So you might feel, and I am seeing like that fiery energy. Like I feel like with this person that the sex was probably good. There was chemistry, but there's something there that's also creating some blockages, right? And so Spirit is saying sustain a lasting balance within yourself. Okay, you have to realize that despite there being that sort of connection, that's not enough to actually bring about a positive, long-lasting relationship. So you have to have that balance. And so secret desires, unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. And so this is okay. So with that being said this other person is feeling confused. And they're also feeling backstabbed. So we'll look into things next week. But what I am feeling is that Spirit is urging you to speak up a little bit more for yourself and express yourself in relationships. And at the beginning of the relationship, it's better to express your needs than later down the line. So be open and honest about what it is that you desire firsthand. And it's not that you necessarily need to express it to the other person, but just keeping it in mind and heart ahead of time and cutting things off sooner than later is better, because sometimes when you can express to yourself about your needs and your desires and your wants, sometimes people can get to cosplaying some things. And so cosplaying and wasting your time, and then years down the road, then you find out that this person isn't really exactly who you really wanted. So keeping it in your mind and making sure that the person is checking all of the check marks is the best thing that you can ever do before moving so far into things. And it kind of just, it keeps you aware of what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, and preventing yourself from moving too far, which is a way to not waste your time or even other people's time. Okay. So what I'm seeing with your financial situation, I'm seeing new beginnings for you right now. You are on the road to attaining new beginnings. I feel like many of you are trying to cop a job, or you've got this business venture that you're on right now. It seems like you're waiting for a call back from somebody. You're waiting for some information to come through. You're waiting for something here, and you haven't received a message either from a business, a company, a job, or something that has to do with finances, right? An opportunity, a financial opportunity, and you're waiting around for that clarity to come through. So you're kind of playing the waiting game this week when it comes to money here. And money can feel like it's up and down. Financial situation may not be the best, and it could be feeling very challenging for you because it feels like you're ready to move things forward, but maybe you don't really have all that much energy because of the imbalances in finances, or because of this lack of hearing back from, a job or this opportunity. Hearing back about this opportunity is kind of bringing you down just a bit. You're kind of like a little bit confused, like, okay, well, what's going on here, right? And so it's something about some sort of partnership here, some sort of contract, some sort of agreement that you've been waiting around on, and you just haven't heard back, okay? Because you got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and you got the Three of Cups in the reverse. And so maybe there was some sort of like meeting, some sort of like convention, some sort of somebody was going to call you back to get back to you when it came to something very important about money, okay? And you haven't heard back from them. And this is like a great financial opportunity. You're seeing something that could bring much success and opportunity here. And while I don't think that it's going to happen for you this week, I am seeing in the near future, whether it be next week or you're getting quite a bit of 3. So it could be 3 weeks, 3 days, and it could even be up to 3 months. But I'm feeling like this is sooner than later. I see a financial opportunity that can bring about much financial stability. Okay. You just have to wait things out for a while. And I'm seeing work, financial opportunities, a call coming through, someone making a decision, you feeling very happy and joyful and feeling like your cup is full, Virgo. And so that's what I'm seeing for you this week and in the near future. We'll see about where things take you next week, Virgo. I am hoping that this week is gonna be decent for you, okay? Forget decent. I'm hoping that this week is gonna be wonderful despite or whatever may be going on, whatever challenges it is that are taking place. Things are gonna be all right, Virgo, all right? So you guys stay blessed, stay well, and I will see you guys next week. Namaste.